Howdy folks, Kathy Williams-Devries here, bringing you another video, seeing that my other videos on this subject are quite popular on reed adjustment. What I'll be doing today is going through my old reeds and seeing if they can be salvaged, and if not, how I break in a new reed. Although to save yourself all that fuss, I do recommend that you get the Leger signature reeds. They don't require any adjustment, although they are easily breakable. I managed to break one the other day, $40 down the drain, whereas you can pay $40 for a box of 10 Vendor and V12s. So I've slapped on a new reed. I've actually worked on this a little bit. I found that the left hand side was a little bit harder than the right hand side, so I adjusted it with the reed rush. What you do is, reeds have sides. There's little, if you look at them up against the light, you'll see that there's sort of a downwards V, and you sand in that V. I use reed rush. So what I found was that this side was a little bit harder than this side, so what I did was I just very gently sanded it like that. It's also very fuzzy and hard. Actually that's not too bad, so I won't work on that anymore. Let's go for a reed that I might have to chuck out because it's a bit old. So let me try this one. So there's just the slightest bit of fuzz in it, so what I'll do is, see, you just turn your instrument like that to find out which side's harder than the other. And so I find that it's this right side that's a little bit harder, so what I do is I sand it a little bit on this side like that, and I'll just do that with the reed rush. So that's a lot better balanced. I find it's still a little bit hard on that side, so I'll reed rush it back a little bit further. Although I think I've sanded it too far now, which is unfortunate. Now I'm going to play some long tones. I do the vibrato. I'm going to start on middle C. Okay, it's not too bad. Let me pick up the... I know I've got the Finsey 5 bagatelles here somewhere. So let me play the Romance, because that's the one with the throat tones. Yeah, I don't think there's enough guts left in this reed. I don't think there's enough guts in this reed. I'm going to get rid of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a brand new reed out of Vendor and pack it, and you'll see what I do with it. So brand new reed straight out of the packet. So I'm just going to whack it on and see what happens. Okay, so that's really resistant, that's really fuzzy, and I can see, looking at it immediately, that the right hand side has more wood than the left hand. But I get one of these, it's a stone you can get, I think it's a whetstone or something, you can get from the Mitre 10 or Bunnings, either your local hardware shop. This side's very fine grain, this is coarse, so I'm going to basically rub it against the coarser side and see if I can get a little bit better response out of it. So it's still very, very resistant, very, very fuzzy. Let me do the test. Actually, it's the left side that's a little bit resistant. So let me work on the left side. Okay, so it's still very hard, very resistant, very unfriendly. So I'm having to work very hard to get any sort of sound out of it. Let me sand it back a little bit more. But by this video I want to show you that very bad reeds can play as long as you work on them enough. That's already playing a heap better. Playing heaps better. Let me sand it down a little bit more. That's a heap better. It's still a little bit resistant on the left side, so let me still pretty fuzzy. Let's sand it down a little more. So this is a reed that probably most clarinetists would chuck immediately. I never give up. See, it's getting better all the time. Better all the time. I'm going to now go switch to the smoother side of the stone. Just so that it's a little more subtle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play on it for a little bit. Okay, so it's still really resistant. Let's keep sanding it down. I'm still using the coarse side. The other side was a little bit too subtle. And there's a lot less wood in there now when you look at it through the light. Oh, listen to that. So I've just taken what is a very, very crappy, disgusting reed and actually made it play. I mean, that's a heap better. So it goes to show what you can do with a really, really crappy reed out of the box. Let's take another one, see if it's on its last legs. I think this is. It's not necessarily the sound, it's the feeling, and I like to have my reeds have a lot of guts because I give them a pretty hard time. So this one's already had some adjustment, I can tell. Okay, so the right hand, where did I put my reed brush? I think I might give up on this reed. It's already had so much work on it, it's still rubbish. Where'd my reed brush go? It's alright, I have a box of the stuff anyway. A box of the stuff. So I'm feeling that it's, while it's resistance, it hasn't got a lot of guts. I might give this one a bit of a reprieve. Let me try the Fugetter. Just about give that one a reprieve. I've had to adjust it a little bit. Let's try this one. So fuzz. Let's check the sides. This side, the right side's a little bit harder. Let's take a little bit of wood off. You need to be very, very subtle. No, I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up on that one. Simply because I've got a box full of new ones that have more guts. So let's slap on this one, see what happens. I've got a concert on Friday, so I want like really good reeds. And my favourite plastic one was broken by some klutz who couldn't see the clarinet standing there. Okay, this feels nicely balanced. It's a bit fuzzy because there's too much wood. Okay, not too bad at all. I'm just going to lightly sand it on the light side, because I don't think there's terribly much wrong with this reed. I quite like it. It's got lots of guts. Oh, that's really nice. Actually a really nice reed. It doesn't require a lot of adjustment. So there you go. I've I've worked on old reeds, showed you how to sand the sides down, sort of the downwards V, and I've taken a very crappy reed straight out of the box and worked on it enough, and in 5 minutes time I made it play. So I hope this additional video has been a little bit of help. If you want to make it go viral like you have the fine art of clarinet readjustment, go for your life. But yeah, so I'm going to sort of update various things a bit that I've previously covered in videos. This is one of them. I hope it's been of some use. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.